Guys, really wanted to... how are we going for time? Oh,
That's
40,
okay.
40
We've
minutes.
got more time.
Not too bad. We've been talking about disconnecting from the outcome today and really focus on those steps and the processes. Enjoy that process.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey. I'm sure Joe Biden's enjoying himself right now. But then the journey still, it's almost like day one for him. He's 77 years old. It's day one, right?
Correct. Yeah, new job. So he's got a new job. It's like, it's like all of us. We've all gone through starting a new job and the feelings of that new job, and you've got the goals for your first 90 days.
Actually, one of my cousins actually said he got a new job, and it was like, oh yeah, it's been a challenging start. But every new job's a challenging start. You got to give yourself at least 6 months to go get in tune, learn the systems, learn the people. It's more learn the people than anything else, right?
Well, so I say 3 months, but 6 months even better. But so I used to say to my staff, because people come on day one and they put themselves under enormous pressure because they weren't grasping it. They weren't grasping it by the end of the day one. It's like, you know what, just chill out. Like, it's okay. My expectation is that in 90 days you'll get there, so go easy on yourself. And I had to constantly reinforce these people and pick them back up and pat them on the back saying, you're doing a great job. Be kind to yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others, because others around you in that team might have been doing that job for like 5 and 10 years, and you're there on day 2.
Oh, comparison.
You're there on day 2 stressing because you don't know all the things that the others do.
Comparison. Are people like seriously comparing themselves to other people? Like the amount of people that compare themselves to me as a property investor and the journey I've gone, that's been 18 years. 18 years, people.
So if you're just starting out, firstly, don't compare. But if you want to compare, if you feel that you need to compare yourself then to Luke 18 years ago on his day one. Don't compare yourself to Luke today. Don't compare yourself to me today. Compare yourself to us at the start of our journey if you're just starting out. That's if you have to compare. I'm going to say don't. But if you have to compare, if you feel compelled to compare, then compare in an apples and apples scenario, not an apples and oranges scenario, which is comparing yourself to a guy who's run 1,000 and something days, who has, however many properties he has, etc. It's the wrong comparison, and what will happen is you're just going to feel like shit. You're going to feel like shit, and this is what happens on social media. We're comparing ourselves to people who are flying around in jets and lying in gold bullion and all that sort of stuff, and we're just feeling like shit. As opposed to compare yourself to, it may not even be true, or if it is true, compare yourself to the start of their journey, because every single person who is lying in gold bullion and flying around in jets had to start somewhere. They all had to start somewhere. So compare yourself back to when Jeff Bezos first started Amazon, or when Mark Zuckerberg first started Facebook, or Gary Vee, or whoever it is.
Absolutely. Sean says it's been 20 odd years so far working towards our goals and many setbacks along the way. Closer than we've been, knowing we're still about 5-10 years away from our main goals. That's really good.
Which is good. Sean, what I would say
ready to elevate it to the next level with Tony Meredith right now.
What I'd say to you is don't say 5 to 10 years, because now what you've done is you're giving yourself an out. So you say, hey, I've got a bit of an out here, a bit of a safety net here.
Smart goals have got to be measurable.
Is it 5 or is it 10?
Is it specific and measurable?
And not just the years, is it the date? My goal is the 12th of April 2024. It's a date, and I have a countdown clock that sits in my phone, and so it's all about get clear on not 5 or 10.
You haven't put that on social media.
I've got it in my phone here.
No, but I said you haven't put it on. You haven't. You let the world of social media hold you accountable.
So all my clients know what it is. So,
okay. You're not publicly on this? It's a personal goal?
No, it's a business goal. It's a business goal too. Okay. I'll put it out here now. So my goal is to have a $5 million business coaching business by the 12th of April, 2024. So that's my goal.
Okay, we want to see it on social media. I want to see accountability.
Is this not coming out of my mouth live?
On post.
We'll put a post up. Fine. Okay. If you want to post, we'll put a post up.
Don't get too upset, mate. You're right.
No, I'm all good.
Just setting a challenge.
Oh, Sean's walked into... Yes, you did walk into that one, Sean. But that's okay, because here's the thing.
That's best that you do walk into that one.
We want to help you.
Really good.
I've just answered it, Hayden, so that's okay. But yeah, it's about me setting a big goal for me. So what am I at on now? I'm about 5% of my way to my goal. Right, but the good news is that I even said to you off camera just recently, I'm having more success now than I have had in the last few years. I've been working to this point for a number of years, I haven't come this far to only come this far, but I feel now...
What are you, like 3 years, 4 years into the journey?
May 17th, so a little bit three and a bit.
What's the 12th of April?
My daughter's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
so it gives me... So the reason I've selected that day is because it gives me a bit more juice around the goal. So it's got some more meaning around that for me. It's not just... a lot of people say, the 31st of December or the 30th of June or whatever, because it's a bit of that. Whereas this is about going, no, it's that specific day.
Okay.
That specific day. So
Awesome.
again, it comes down to the specificity of setting your goals. So it's not 5 or 10 years. It's select one. Because here's the thing. To achieve a goal in 5 years versus to achieve a goal in 10 years, the outputs is very different. The things you've got to do are very different. And you've given yourself such a wide variety there, whereas pick one, then not only pick one, apply a date to that one, and that's it. Because what happens is people say it's 5 years, and every time you catch up with them, you've got a 5-year goal. But I've been talking to you for the last 6 months, you've always had a 5, you know what I mean? So they're constantly pushing this goal out, whereas, no, it's not a 5-year goal, because in a month's time it's now it's a 4-year and 11-month goal,
Train
and it's
the
a
brain.
4-year and 10-month goal. That's why it's
Train the
a
brain.
date. Put a date, put a marker in the ground, bang it in hard, and that's your goal.
So what we would say is really important, like Sean just talked about then. He made some, Tony corrected him on something there, or encouraged him to look at it a different way, I should say. And this is what it's about, putting yourself out there, and even in vulnerable states. Not that we're going to be, always picking up on what you say. Well, maybe we will be, but it's only to help you. And if you actually put those words out there, it's just going to be so powerful for you, more than us. Like, it's not for us to be correcting people. It's for us to encouraging and leveling up, like raising that bar for you in your own thoughts. So keep going with the comments. Keep going with the vulnerability out there. This is my thought process on it. I might get you to comment in a moment. Ken says, what lovely people will I meet today? Who will I make happy today? Who will make me happy today as well? Which is really awesome.
Look, it is.
It's that mindset of...
It is, but so yes, but again, Ken, what I'll say to that is make yourself happy today. So make yourself happy today. So if you meet some lovely people, your very first customer may be a rude asshole, right? You don't know. And so it's all about make yourself happy. Yes, you and then it's going through the process of in yourself that you sell a product that puts smiles on people's faces. But if someone has an ice cream and doesn't smile, that's okay. You have to have an internal smile. Does that make sense? It's about you having your internal smile. Whether someone smiles and they receive the soft cone or not is not up to you.
So the words were more external than internal.
Absolutely.
Which is what Tony's talking about.
Disconnect yourself from the outcome. So we've looped back to today's topic because your job, Ken, is to make the very, very best ice cream that you've ever made for that person. I don't know if people have seen the Will Smith building the wall video. Have you seen that? And what Will Smith talks about is Dad said to him and his brother when they were young, I want you to build a wall. And what Will Smith talks about is rather than focusing on building a wall, he focuses on laying this next brick as perfectly as he can. And then he lays that brick and then he moves to the next one and he lays this brick as perfectly as he can. And all of a sudden, he's made this beautiful wall that will stand the test of time. So for you, Ken, it's pour that next ice cream as perfectly as you can. And that's what you do, and you hand that over to someone. And then, whether someone's happy or sad, that's out of your control.
That's right.
Does that make sense?
And not let that reflection be anything that what you've done. It might be someone's own things that are going on with themselves, but that's another topic for another day. Sean says, just to clarify, we have dates set for the gold points along the way, which is awesome. Zen Kennedy, Ty Bay, good to have you on. Ty's over in the UK, somewhere or other at the moment. Good day, Ty. Sean says, out of anyone in our life currently, we love you too. Is the feedback. Even when I walk into it.
Well, it's called coaching, Sean. So it's called coaching. That's what we do. We show up here every Sunday morning. We've done it for the last 74, and it's to help people. It's to inspire people. It's to provide you with some advice to move forward. And like I say, if we can help one person, if this has helped you, thank you. We don't know how many people we help. It's not why we do it. We do it because we love it. We enjoy the process of it. And if it's helped you, that's awesome. And here's the thing. By you guys and girls asking us more of those direct questions, we can give you more direct answers, more direct feedback that's going to make a difference. So rather than Luke and I rabbiting on about our bits and pieces, we love the questions coming to us because we want to be able to help all of you. This is some free coaching, right? This is some free coaching for each and every one of you. I get people pay a lot of money for this, but this is free coaching to help all of you to move forward.
Hayden says, find a way to be happy with what you've got, with less and with more.
Well, it's called gratitude. So Hayden, it is called gratitude. It is the most powerful of emotions. You can't be negative and grateful at the same time. So I choose to be grateful. I choose to focus on the things I have, because what happens is when you focus on the things you don't have, how do you feel? You feel like shit. You feel upset. You feel depressed. You feel sad. Focus on the things that you've got. Focus on the wonderful, wonderful things that you do have. We live in a wonderful country. We've got food on our table, roofs on our heads, great family and friends, whatever the things might be. But they're the big things. But when you get down to focusing on the little things, like the fact that I'm able to spend time here with you and with you guys on a Sunday morning.
You're a lucky guy.
I'm a lucky guy. I'm incredibly grateful. So let's focus on the grateful stuff.
Ken says 99% happy. The other 1% have their own issues. Absolutely.
They do.
But don't let them, like as little as possible. Each day you can improve on this, but not allowing others' issues come and affect you.
Correct.
Good song on right now.
Correct.
But we won't talk about that. Love that Will Smith talk about perfectly setting one brick.
One brick.
Absolutely.
So then in all of us in our own life, what's your version of building a wall? What's your version of laying a brick? And that next thing that you do that thing with absolute focus, attention, energy.
I'm so focused.
Whatever that might be. It might be a phone call. You might have come off the most shittiest phone call. You might have been rejected. You might feel incredibly down, but you pick that phone up. That next person doesn't know. And I learnt this through working at McDonald's. A lot of people would come back and they'd complain about food and all those types of things. And yes, it would impact me, but it's about the next person who comes in. They've come in to buy food. They want the burger. They
back
want
in
the
your
happiness.
A game.
Yeah, 100. You have to be.
Back in their A game. I know with my work on cruise ships, it was definitely A game all the time, right? And there was some shitty passengers.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think so on cruise ships, but there are.
Oh no, because again, they have high expectations, and so when things don't go,
it's their holiday, right? It's their one chance a year to get away.
Correct. And if
it's
something's not
perfect,
right, if they've got to wait too long, or if something's cold, it should have been hot, or whatever it might be, then because I've set my bar so high, I have a really long way to fall down there, and that's what happens.
Who bears the brunt?
Yeah, correct. All the customer service.
I love the brunt. David says, don't care too much what people think about me these days. I feel more free to express this way.
David.
And David, I think it's a result of watching Tony and I. That's just my I'll take credit. I know Tony.
I reckon it could be other things as well. So, but anyway, good on you, David.
Definitely you and I.
But good on you, and good on you for acknowledging it. And so, David, what I'd encourage you then to do is do more. If you're feeling this way, if you're feeling free to speak your mind, then do more and do more and do more and do more and do more. If you truly, truly don't believe what people are saying about you, then keep
Put yourself
doing more.
out there.
Put yourself out there, mate.
Keep going. Absolutely, keep going. I know I did joke around, but I think it's a really good thing for us to have confidence around what we do and say. I feel that we give a lot to people, and we've had comments come back in terms of what's actually happened and what we put out on this Sunday Mindset Session for over the last 74 weeks.
Yay!
So cool. Ken Murray says, yes, Tony, we duplicate our service continuously, improve where and if we can. It's an easy recipe for, in reality, treat people how you want to be treated. Absolutely. David says, yes, I am very grateful to have what I am having, which is awesome. Good. Thanks to Luke and Tony. I needed to hear you guys today to get me back on the horse.
Get back on, Tone.
That is awesome.
There, That's
like
excellent.
Even those little comments like that, they really do mean a lot. Obviously we'll keep doing them whether those comments come or not. But I think
it's nice.
It does raise the bar for us.
It is nice. It is nice to hear them, and I'd be lying if I said that isn't, because it is nice to hear them.
Just not an ego thing.
But will I turn up next week? If I never got those sorts of comments, would I turn up next week? Yes, I would.
Fucking sure.
Would I turn up the next week? Yes, I would. Does that make sense? And so, but when they come, then it's absolutely wonderful to hear them. So thank you, Tony. I truly, truly appreciate you saying that.
David says, haha, true. See? So he reckons he agreed with me. about us being a massive influence on him.
There you go. That's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, David. Again, I appreciate that. And David, your opportunity is to keep doing more. If you've got this newfound sense of confidence and this don't care what others think, this you talk about zero fucks. So it's about keep going, David, and really push into that. Like really lean into that thing. And I look forward to seeing the outcome of you doing that. That's exciting.
Just raise the bar for yourself.
100%. We should always raise. But again, when you say raise the bar, don't go from there to there. Go from there to there. Just raise,
It reminds me of the high jump, right? They go up by a centimetre.
Yeah, correct.
Or
Yeah,
2
correct.
centimetres.
Yeah, correct.
Like that much is the difference in hitting the bar or not.
Yeah. 100%. I love it. Well, so what does Tony Robbins talks about when he talks about your standards?
Christine, we didn't even see you come on.
He talks about hello,
okay.
Christine.
Great
He talks
session.
about hello. He talks about what the shift. The shift is like 2 millimeter shift.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins talks about that, right? So it's about just shifting 2 millimeters. That's all it takes. Just a slight shift.
That's like a rocket. A rocket hitting the moon or getting towards the moon.
So
like
that
there's
one
only
there,
2 millimeter difference. If
So
you hit it
if
or
a
not.
rocket goes from Earth to the moon and is off target by 1%, it misses the moon by 6,709 kilometres. 1% off target. So you have to ask yourself, if you are 1% off target, you are going to never, ever, 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 ever achieve your goal.
Shoot for the stars, people. Ken says, love listening to you both. Lots of comments, resonate, always positive. Woo!
Thank you, Ken.
We love
Thank
it.
you.
We love
Thank
it.
you.
This is our grand final every single week. We love it doing it, and just, you know what, it buzzes me up on a Sunday morning.
I can tell.
Gets me out of bed.
No, look, it's great. And we have good conversations before and after this because it's a real thrill for us to be able to give. This is
Tony
about
loves
serving.
all the time that when I interrupt him as well. Just, raises him up as well. And I think it's actually really good for you in terms of distraction that you can just keep going on, even with the distractions that
Very focused.
that I bring in.
Things kept throwing at me left, right, and centre.
Absolutely. What's that symbol there? Oh, the high five or something from Christine. Good on you, Christine.
There's a high
All right,
five.
guys, that's the wrap on today. Think about the outcomes, disconnect from them, and then really focus on the process and the strategy and the journey.
The journey.
Really enjoy the journey. I'm loving the journey of it. Like, okay, I've been up in Queensland for 5 months now. The journey of this, I don't know where it's going or where, and do you have to set goals around that? I don't know.
No, you don't have to. But we love the fact that your adopted state won the state of origin this week. So how do you feel about that? Your adopted state. Are you a Queenslander now?
No.
No, you're not. Tony's going to muzzle you. No, I'm not going to muzzle Luke. No, not at all. Let him be himself. So that's fine.
Oh, there's no chance of muzzling me,
no,
mate.
No. Let him be his fine.
Ask my mother.
That's okay. I just focus on what I've got to do.
Kelly and I look forward to the Sunday mornings with Luke
Thank you.
and Tony.
Thank you, guys.
Dose every week. In bed with Luke and Tony. Hopefully you're out of bed right now.
Maybe they're not. Maybe they are in bed. So who knows? So, but we love it as well.
Hopefully it's been as romantic as it has been for us as it has been for you.
Okay.
I don't know where that comes
where
from.
that's going. That's probably a sign that we should say, see you later.
Bye, guys.